Isaac, are you excited today? Why are you excited?
Oh, let's go see the land.
Oh, okay. You was going to see the land. Okay.
I want to see the land.
What you thinking?
I think I might get some cows. That's what I'm thinking.
You think I might get some cows?
Get some cows. Do something different. Trees take
Precious say he say the trees taking too long. He can't eat them trees. Well, hey, that's what I'm saying. So the plan is to tailor some of it out, some of the acres out, and grow some land. Grow some food.
And we just need to be patient.
Well, I say do kind of both.
Do both of what?
So I say, like we were talking about before at one time, cutting out some of the land to, well, I'm gonna say cutting out some land, but setting aside some of the land for just agriculture as far as growing food. Yeah. And then we can kind of sustain it too with a high tunnel.
Yeah, all of that needs to be planned out.
Yeah, so we'll sit down and plan it. We're just looking at it.
Somebody's got to be here on site. That's the thing. You gonna be on site?
I might.
All right. And then that's gonna be the first plan, because you got to have somebody can come and stay. When you're talking about growing stuff, it's gonna involve irrigation with water. You gotta have,
that is true.
Somebody got to water the plants. You're not just gonna be able to leave it out here in the open.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, because the high tunnel, that could be the first that we do.
Unless we find out what he doing, because he ain't.
Yeah, he comes probably here every weekend or something, because he's not that far. But
He
what?
growing cotton.
What?
That's what I might.
I don't want to grow no cotton.
Huh?
I don't want to grow no cotton.
What?
I see it.
How much is it?
I don't want to grow no cotton.
How much is it per bale? That's what you need to find out. Don't worry about what you growing. What's the need? What you weighing?
Well, that's true.
What you weighing?
That's true.
You going crazy? That's crazy. Talk about you don't want to grow no cotton. If it's making money and you got on a shirt that's cotton, we growing cotton. I mean,
Okay, that's true. Okay, but let me say this. This is what I think we need. I think we talked about this, and y'all listen to us while we talking some stuff out, because we already sat down kind of.
Listen to us, man. You better edit this out. You need to edit this stuff out.
No. Man, remember what we talked about? We talked about this recently.
Talk about what?
Having a couple of things. We talked about having, we were looking at pricing out a tiny home out here. We were saying, you know, having different streams of income where we can have the tiny home, where we can have it for sometimes kind of like an Airbnb, but it'd be for hunters, specifically for hunters. And then maybe some people that want to have a little retreat out here. Then it could be something that we come to on the weekends too, to kind of check on things and live at, maybe on a Friday and Saturday and head back, to do something like that. That way we can kind of monitor if we're growing stuff out here. Yeah. But I think the high tunnel is I don't know if you all ever seen like the little clear, what they call, some call it a loop house, or some people call it loop house, but it's a high tunnel where it's covered, and it's a tall, long tunnel, and you're able to monitor the things you grow. It can be controlled by the temperature, as far as you can grow things year long, throughout all seasons. You're able to use water in there that you can have it sprayed coming down, or you can have the temperature where it's a fan or whatever it may be. So looking at that and growing some stuff that way, in addition to forestry where we're growing these trees. So that's what we talked about before, and it's good for us to come out here to kind of visualize and see it. But talking about Patrick, he always come up with something, had me laughing.
Times are changing, man. You gotta change with the times.
I agree.
I ain't stuck on no trees.
I agree too.
This was before the new administration. We've got to pivot with what's going on.
That's true.
And so
yeah, that is true, because there's
a close eye on that.
That is true, because there's a lot of cuts with different stuff.
USDA, a lot of departments are
people we've met.
Things are changing, so you got to keep up with that.
I'm praying for those
just ask
people.
God for wisdom to navigate the times. Sometimes it's not good to just be hasty about it, because we need to be patient and really just, you may be in the right spot, you just got to be patient. Just ask God for wisdom. So God told us to plant these trees, and He led us to plant the trees. Then He knows the future better than we do. Like she said, we might be better off looking at how we can work around these trees to actually for sources of other sources of income.
Because we always said when we planted the trees, thinking that later on we'll kind of carve out about 5 acres to put
in case we want to do a home.
If we wanted to put a property on top of it, and then grow. We always said that. So when we even purchased the land, we've always said that. So it's just kind of
just becoming more
real, and it looks like it needs to be sooner than later. That's all it is. So so that's what we might be pivoting to. Looking at, we priced some tiny homes, looked at some, but not have really did anything serious or pursued anything with it. But
as I'm thinking, maybe
as we look out here, it helps us
3
visualize
on each side or something like that, and then kind of just have what you can have is hunters out here. If they want to come out and stay in one, you can rent them out. Maybe for a weekend. I say, because it's like we have land on this side and then land on this side. I say that, and I was saying that we can do one tiny home on one side, another tiny home on the other side, and rent it out, because there's like about 20 plus acres on one side and then the same on the other side. And for during hunting season, allow someone, Airbnb, to stay on one side and the other one stay on the other side. And that way, hopefully the tiny home, the hunters pay for the tiny home by the time you rent it out for the season. A group of people. It's kind of like camping, you know. A lot of people come out here, people like to go and hunt, but this way they can actually, have a structure where they can go inside a building. Doesn't have to be nothing fancy. With that being said, we would have to check with the city.
Of course. You're right. Go through all those channels.
Water line systems. Plumbing.
And it can kind of be like something where it doesn't have to be something real fancy. We have seen on other channels where people had, something kind of like camping. Doesn't have to be something fancy with a water system, but it's just something, because again, they're hunting. So we're looking into doing that. Something we are talking about. Well, we talked about, like I said, we talked about it a while ago, but coming out here and with the changes that we have seen across the U.S., looking at, because everyone's changing some things, so looking at what's going to be, really needed for the future. So keep these trees because they help us and help the environment. But maybe we need to consider, like we said in the beginning, looking at some of the acres and looking to setting some aside for just agriculture, where we're coming out here growing things. Oh, okay. You wanna come right here, mommy? Okay, gotcha. Stay right there with Daddy. Follow you that way, so stay right there, Isaac.
Stay right there. See, this is like
Okay.
Definitely, that one down there is a generator.
Okay, that's what I was gonna solve.